Okay, today is October 24, 2017. Right now it's like 9:21 a.m. in the West Coast, so that's about 12:21 on the East Coast. I thought I'd just do a little quick midday recap here on the market, and essentially looking at the breadth here. As you can see, the New York Stock Exchange up-down volume is 1.27 positive in favor of the upside, and the Nasdaq is 1.54. The Russell 2000 is 1.31. So the up-down volume is running slightly ahead on a positive sense. And then looking at the AD line on the New York Stock Exchange, you can see that it opened up, over 1,000 plus over 1,000. It's kind of taper off right now, and it's only somewhere around a little bit over 260. As a matter of fact, it's somewhere around 266, 267 area. And in the Nasdaq, it's also kind of taper off a little bit. Got a couple of rotation, and it's sitting at somewhere around 364. So it's a little bit softening on the AD. And looking at the tick, the tick, especially on the Nasdaq, is pretty much on a flat line here. Just turned a little bit of a negative, and the cumulative tick also on the New York Stock Exchange is running slightly negative. And you can see this on the ES, we essentially open in range, open auction in range, and then it's kind of got a little bit of a pushback toward the overnight low, but never got down to that. And then on the opening, it actually went up slightly above the overnight high. So right now it's kind of hovering around that overnight high, and trying to break the IP high here, the initial balance high. So we'll see how this turn out, because basically the breadth is not strengthening to help push this thing up. So if this thing going to stay up here for quite a while, we might see a little bit of a liquidation break here. And same thing with the Nasdaq. See, the Nasdaq broke below the overnight low, and right now it made above the overnight high, and also above the initial balance high here. So we'll see how the Nasdaq pushes through the day. It did have a nice recovery, because on the initial open it's just kind of drive down to the low here, and then kind of got a little bit recovery since then. So that's basically the look at the breadth here. And just take a quick look at the market profile. We're looking at this. This is the profile so far today. You see this poor low here, right? So, and this is somewhere around the 63.25 area. So we might likely see this get breached. If it's gonna pull back today, later on today, then we'll be looking at the test of this 25.62. Okay, and that's the low of yesterday, and also this pull high. It really did not punch through yesterday. If it had punched through, then this probably would have been taken out. I put a dash line here because on this gap up on this day, that should have flushed some of these pull high. But then we also have some single print down here. So if it's on a rotation down, so these are the levels that I will be keeping an eye on. And you can see that there was a single print yesterday at 25.66.25, and that's been taken care of. So right now on the upside is this pull high here. If it take out this pull high, then we're basically looking at this yesterday point of control at 25.72. Okay, and again, if it come down on the downside, then we're basically looking at this pull low be taken out, at the 63.25, and then come down to check the 62. Then the 59.75 and the 59, those are the single print from 1019. Okay, so that's a quick review on midday, and hope your trading is going well.